Nerf Spider-Man. Nerf Bucky. They're too busted. Nerf Venom. Venom just doesn't die. No. No. Guys, you guys have it all wrong. I'm here to tell you why you guys are so wrong. And I'm going to talk about it from my own experience because I've already been through this shit. I've been through it, man. Like, I've been in the trenches. I've experienced what it's like to play against a Celestial, Eternity, top 500, Black Panther who's on the enemy team, and you know he's there, but he's really not there because you just can't see him dashing after he dash resets on your entire team and all of them die, and then all of a sudden you're standing on the point by yourself just looking at a Black Panther that was standing there the whole time, but you just didn't see him. It's the most traumatic thing ever. But you know what's even worse than that? Because at least with Spider-Man, Black Panther, and Bucky, the majority of the player base is banning them, right? Everybody's in agreement. Yeah, let's ban Spidey. Yeah, let's ban Black Panther. Yeah, ban Bucky. Ban Storm. Ban Venom. Ban Luna. Ban Namor. At least those characters can easily be countered. Easily. Wolverine takes out Venom. Namor can counter Spider-Man. You can play Scarlet Witch against Spider-Man. Bucky can easily be dove on or walled off by a Groot. There's a tank called the Thing specifically to counter dive meta. A lot of people think that this is a joke, and it's really not, but the most underrated character that will never ever get banned in competitive Marvel Rivals because people think that he's a joke until you go up against somebody that really knows how to take advantage of this really busted character, and you know who the hell that is. And you're gonna laugh when you hear this, but those people that know, you know what it's like to be on the receiving end of that little fuck. It's Jeff. Jeff is the one that the community needs to be banding together to nerf. This character is immortal. And not just because his kit allows him to be immortal, right? But because everybody playing ranked is so far stuck up their own ass and their own ego that they will never ever be able to counter a good Jeff. And sure, you might be saying, oh, but we have Hela. Oh, but we have Hawkeye. I can hit shots. We have Bucky. But guess what? You know how often it is that you get a good Bucky or a good Hela or a good Hawkeye on your team that can hit shots consistently? Not that frequently. So what are you left with to counter a Jeff? And I will tell you why he's immortal in a second. But you know what you have left to counter Jeff? Possibly if your team bands together either a Thing, an Iron Fist, and a Scarlet Witch. Those are the characters that are constantly like in the game not getting banned and that people can be consistent with. Because you can say, okay, then just go Hawkeye, go Hela. But you're not going to get that on your team. You're not going to get that. You're going to get that maybe 5% out of 100 of the times. But realistically speaking, the odds of you having a good Hela and a good Hawkeye on your team to counter at the exact same moment that the opponent whips out a really nasty Jeff player are almost non-existent. So the odds lie in a higher chance at the team coming together and doing a Luna, doing an Iron Fist, and doing a Scarlet Witch to counter this guy and the Thing. But the Thing isn't even that viable because a good Jeff freaking swim into the wall, into high ground, and shoot on your team. The Thing does not have good verticality. But Iron Fist and Scarlet Witch do. But here's the problem with playing a Scarlet Witch. Everyone's ego is too fucking big to want to even play Scarlet Witch to counter, obviously, a Jeff that's annihilating your backline or just being a pest and a nuisance. Nobody is going to go and swap it. So you know what's the next best thing? Other than just like giving up and losing? Because your team will not come together for that. Unless you're a 6-stack, you know. Then hopefully you guys have good team synergy. But in my opinion, and this is after coming face to face with 4 disgusting Jeff players and swapping to Iron Fist and swapping to Scarlet Witch and doing everything I need to do just to fight them for like an entire minute straight. But because his Finn has 0 cooldown. 0. You know what the ultimate outcome of that 1v1 was. I could fight him with Iron Fist. I could deflect. But his Finn and his bubbles are going to out-heal whatever deflect or shields that I have and whatever damage outputs I do. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, that's just what it was. Scarlet Witch, you can fade and you can keep sucking him or whatever. The most that you can do with a Scarlet Witch and an Iron Fist that's fighting by themselves or not together is shoo him away with your abilities, but he can still freaking shoot sniper shots from like the other side of the map, especially if he has a Luna player on their team. He is so busted. So busted. And he counters Invisible Woman with his ultimate. He counters a lot of ults with his ultimate. And it's an instant board wipe. But the one thing that makes him the most busted character in this game, that makes him immortal in the hands of a really good player, or at least a higher than above average player, is that 0 cooldown Finn. And you might not have come across it. You might not have come across it just yet. But my God, when you come across a really good Jeff player, you're going to remember me. You're going to remember the hashtag delete Jeff. I'm honestly, dude, I was shocked. Shooketh to the core. We could not handle this one character. And it was so stupid how this one player and this one character could just flip the outcome of the game. And I was all for like nobody getting nerfed and everything, but and getting maybe like slight soft reworks, just soft nerfs. But this is something that, dude, that 0 cooldown on the Finn is just too much. It really is. It really is. It shouldn't take an entire team effort just to cancel one character, dude. Just to counter Jeff. They need to give it like 1 to maybe 3 second cooldown. I don't know what the exact math of what goes into their abilities and stuff is, but in my opinion, like that 1 to 2 or 3 second cooldown could definitely give the DPS an opportunity to take care of him. You know, and like it's cool because Jeff is technically a healer, right? He's a support, but not really. That's the kind of character right there that you can literally call a strategist. Like Loki and Jeff are the definition of a strategist, like a straight up like Uno reverse card, whatever the hell you want to call it, tic-tac-toe checkmate character. Like, dude. And I still, even and in my opinion, even if they do nerf his Finn having no cooldown, he would still be a ridiculous character to fight against. Like, I'm telling you, we were winning these games by a lot. Like, we were rolling these teams, bro. And just out of nowhere, this one guy decides to go Jeff, bro. He just picked apart our entire team. And there's been times that we've been able to, don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean that we're like 0 for 4 fighting against Jeffs. Like, we came across another extremely good freaking Jeff, but we somehow managed to counter him. But that was because we had an Iron Fist, a Scarlet Witch, a Cloak and Dagger, and me on Captain America that had like somewhat of like auto lock abilities where anytime he showed up after we got the hang of his attack pattern, we were able to dove him. But it took 4 of us. 4. And you're not gonna get that in every single game. That game, we were just lucky that our teammates were like, dude, this guy's a problem. Like, what do we gotta do? And then I was like, Iron Fist, Luna, Cloak and Dagger, Scarlet Witch, Captain America, The Thing, let's go. And everybody was like, got it, let's do it. And we did it, and we almost lost it too. We almost lost it because of the Jeff. But it technically took not 4, it took all 6 of us to stop him. One character, bro. And it still haunts me. It haunts me. I wake up in the middle of the night like, oh, Jeff, take him out. Nerf Jeff, delete him, get him off the game. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section if you guys come across a really good Jeff or you haven't and you hope to God that you never do. Suggestions. Am I right? Does Jeff deserve a nerf or not? Let's talk about it. Because especially in the triple support meta, that was devastating. That was the other thing. Don't even get me started on triple support meta. They did Jeff with a triple support meta. So you already know how toxic and cancerous that game went. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Leave a thumbs up if you like the video and this type of content. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.